Blessings and salutations, wonderful Taurus and across watchers who love you. I'm Sunny, the Urban Tarot, and it's a general collective read, so it may not resonate to all of you, but how many of you, I truly appreciate your view. If this happens to be a message for you, can you like the video, comment below, of course, if you choose to, subscribe if you haven't, and if you did, thank you so much for doing what you did because it helps my channel grow. It also helps me to connect more to the collective because this is a collective read. I don't do personals at this time, but as much or extended as of yet, it's coming soon though. But I'm just going to give you as much as I can for the collective to confirm what you already know because you should never ever force a read. You know who's who, where they go, their astrology sign. Even if you don't know everything in their birth chart, you know who this read is about when you clicked it. Alrighty, and thank you for doing that. Okay. I did a pre-shuffle. I actually started off a read, like I said. But I'm going to do this one here. And it's basically saying some Capricorn energy. It's saying like you're really in deep with fighting the toxicity or going back and forth on whether or not you um, can stop this either addictive, codependent, something that have you feeling really deep into. Also, it's saying it's a place where you like to frolic and feel good about. And again, I know most Taurus, and it's not saying that you, all of y'all, but I know some Taurus that like to frolic and have fun. And it's more or less where you're in that place of feeling defensive or guarded because, like, even with the communication, because you really do want to build on that. You want to build more in your happy place. Even when I started to read, it showed also too that before I can even just keep trying to remember because it's very hard to remember what happened from the last read because this is true. The message is just what I see, what I feel intuitively, and then when it comes up to the next one, that's what happens. I'm gonna do say a prayer, and we're gonna go on to see what we have for you, wonderful Taurus. And again, thank you so much. Thank you kindly for just coming through. Again, God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful, beautiful Taurus. Amen. 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 Okay, Taurus. Let's see. Ooh, 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 ooh. This this came out in the last week, and it just wanted to come out again. It really wanted to say, like, this is a victory. Your crown is on. You want to just shine, and you are doing so. It's not about, for some of you, you want to stay more in this happy place. It's not just about your pinnacles, you know? Let's see. For Taurus, please. Which one do I need to see for the highest good for Taurus? December 1st to December 7th, 2022. Oop. The highest good of Taurus, please. Taurus. December 1st to December 7th, 2022. The highest good of Taurus, please. Yeah, long-term retirement. And that's like 10 of Pentacles. This was on the table. Oh, Hierophant, Chakra. You know what? I'm going to tell you. They all came out. But because this is the major arcana and it's you here, Taurus, we're going to put that in your energy. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Now, like I said, your heart chakra is open. The challenge in the past, it was like a challenge in all honesty because it shows that it felt good, like to have that the flowers starting to grow metaphorically in your life of feeling like, wow, the sun is shining, I'm feeling good. It's like May to October where I live is to me my favorite time of year. because it's like spring and summer and early fall where you ain't got to deal with the nastiness of how it looks when this unkept snow and sideways rain. And so the point I'm trying to make is that the challenge had to do with you just opening up your chakra and your happiness. For some of you, it's like OMG, because some of you are so committed and spiritual and focused or religious or adamant that it had to be this way, committed to being things done a certain way. And it's a royal way of doing things. It's not like you was committed to doing something janky. Two of Pentacles came out again. Because what it shows is that there's an anxiety because it's a change that you want to embrace. You know? Cancer energy here as well. Yeah, bossy, too flossy to be a boss. Watch your energy. Yeah, you're going back and forth in certain things like, I'm a boss, but I'm not doing frolicking. What's going on here? There can always be a place in your heart, distance at your discretion. So somebody you really feeling like it might be time to part because it's heavy oracle energy. It's like they might be really triggering your anxiety, because I'm not going to say they're to blame, but it could be triggering your anxiety about the change that you're making, and it's like making you go back and forth questioning how you move. Ooh, release the pain, free yourself to happiness. It's deep love, see, it's a lot of oracle energy here. Taurus, Sagittarius, everybody's here, but it's definitely just saying that this is about you, because you had enough love and still do for them. That's sincere and dear that you gave a lot into this. But you really starting to see that it's only right to really take accountability and enjoying the rewards of your labor, the fruits of the things that you do, and even see how it feels to not really be in that energy that you want to be in. Now, even with this chakra, even with this card here, with all these months, it start off in May, which is Taurus energy. But it goes from Taurus to Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So it goes from the commitment, the Hierophant right here, to the end. Change, new phase. Definitely not staying the same way. I've seen Scorpio energy in the last read as well. Let's see for our wonderful Taurus, please. Oh, come on, Zach, work with me. Thank you kindly. Anytime it gets tight like this, because I was just being too heavy-handed. Okay, for Taurus, please. You should need to see for Taurus. And this came out as well, too. It's like certain cards are going to repeat themselves because the message, I told you sometimes it change and you get little specific messages, but then it just keep telling the same story. Okay, for Taurus, please. Taurus energy. Okay, alrighty then. Temperance in the reverse. Sagittarius energy, but definitely looking as if it's the time. This is the time for you. You're not worrying about if something's compatible or how is it going to adjust. This right here is something that you committed to, but it's more or less the time is up, because it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm gonna say it wasn't holding up its end is the best way to put it. It's like it's more or less saying you're committed to something, and the benefits of it is not saying that's the reason why, only reason why, but you're doing it for a purpose, you know. and as far as to why you made such sacrifices. So for Taurus, please. Taurus, December 1st. Okay. Taurus, please. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. For Taurus, please. December 1st to December 7th. December 1st to December 7th. 2022 for the highest grade Taurus, please. Okay. Okay. Awesome sauce. Okay, it's disappointment here because of course it's not to the point where you have to distance yourself, but you still, it's like you're aware things is what it is, and even though you know it's better to come because you do feel like this was something that was heavy on you. And the adjustment point right here is like, okay, you're not looking at the opportunities of what's to come because you're just dealing with what's happening right now, like this current moment. Yeah, it's like you're not in your head about whether or not you should deal with them. You're just more or less, you're disappointed that it couldn't be still connected, like you couldn't stay on this journey together. Because with the love that you have, like if they gave you more options, of course you would return. But it's like that was such a hindrance and everything because it was giving you so much anxiety from you feeling tied to certain things that you felt like you really needed. Even you was enlightened to see that you really was stuck to something that really was stuck in their ways. And it's more or less seeing things as like, trying to juggle on or trying new things and expressing that. Because I think your person is definitely aware that things is tense. As far as, it's like, but you're adamant that you're not trying to be burdened by this anymore. If this is going to work, let it work. But if not, let it end and everything be fine so we can heal. And I think even with this return, it's because the cycle is not closed as of yet. Taurus just came out too in the last read that I did, the world in reverse. Something, cycle's not closed. Something is undone. But once it is, you will have your wish fulfillment. It's more or less as how something's being done as far as attack and diplomacy, or how it's being handled with this healing of this third party because I did see that in the last read, and I feel it here as well with these Two of Pentacles and this defensive energy and a lot of things I've just really intuitively feel with the fact that this, what you standing on is really more or less a place to where you lost your patience. Okay. Let's see what else. Clarification. We have Pisces and Cancer here as well, but everybody's here. Sagittarius, everybody's here. More clarification, please. For Taurus, please. For Taurus, please. December 1st to December 7th, 2022 for Taurus. Oopsies, highest good. Taurus, please. December 1st to December 7th, 2022. December 1st to December 7th, 2022. Okay. Alrighties. Chariot in reverse came out on the chariot with that defensive energy. Okay. I say again that you really just want this peaceful, pleasant flow. You know, you don't want to just be working all hard and or more work than play and just feeling more heavy. And when it's like, even when it's play, it feel like it's so like it's motivated for somebody who with their own wants and needs, and you got to move in a certain way in order to really get what you want. It just seems so one-sided, and it just looks as like even with this return, you knew that this wasn't about a win. It was more about it wasn't about being right. It was just being with the person that you love. You know, it was more or less seeing things as far as that was a challenge in itself. Is just trying to say like I don't want it not to be. Or like you didn't want them, you didn't want the connection to end. It just more or less it was the time it was taken to get it aligned was draining. Now is with this anxiety because some of you feel like you've been in a place too long. But I feel like it's there because it's like a family. It's things that you have planted there. And I did also see a pregnancy or babies in the last week. Also, I see that what you're trying to do currently, even with anxiety here, is that you're letting it be known that you're not happy at how this is going. And you like, in order for you to really feel good about your journey, you making it be known that you just don't like the way it's going. And it's like you're letting it be known that even if they want this to happen, if they want to stay in a connection, they have to take some of the burden. Excuse me. See, yeah, yeah. Or you're moving. You're like, look, I'm gonna take back my offer if it looks like it's too much, like you're unwilling to bend. You know, or it's just yeah. Let's see advice and outcome for Taurus, please. December 1st to December 7th for Taurus. December 1st to December 7th for Taurus, please. What you want to see for Taurus? December 1st to December 7th, 2022. Advice and outcome, please. Advice and outcome. Taurus, please. For Taurus. Okay. Yeah, let's see that sugar honey iced tea mix. Sugar honey iced tea. Alrighties. So Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, and here's this energy where, like I said, this always when I see this page of swords, I think it's like a defensive energy, like questioning what's out there. You want to know. You want to see what else is out there. You cutting things out of the way so you can see your brighter day. Yeah. And I see this end and this new day coming here. And you letting it be known, like, yeah, that part of me that was doing things the way you thought it had to be is gone. I'm on my own new journey. I'm committed to who I am. It's not with somebody directing me where to go. I'm moving strictly on how I need to move. And the main focus is getting rid of the toxicity, the codependency, the stuff that make you feel like you cannot be free. You want to be in your Ten of Pentacles energy, and you are not trying to compromise that at all, no more. Yeah, because people was getting greedy, and you had to disarm them. Like, This victory is you're adamant about it. But this cycle's unclosed. It's not finished yet. There you go again with Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio again. Yeah. The cycle's not closed, but it did show you are over it. You know, it's like, Let's see. Clarification, please, on this advice and outcome for Taurus. Clarification, please. On this advice and outcome for Taurus. Show me anything to see for how you spread for Taurus, please. Show me anything to see for Taurus, please. December 1st to December 7th, 2022. Taurus highest good. Oh, yep. King of Cups came out in reverse twice. Yeah, it's like you're not being too nice about this because it's causing you too much of a shift of against with your head and your heart, and that's causing this anxiety. You trying to talk yourself out of something that you truly want, and the end comes from you trying to stand strong, taming the beast outside and within. You're like, that's not your job to do. Making things work and trying to comply and fill tasks for people that just is really so I'm not gonna say like it's like they got too much. It's too intricate. Is the best way. It's too much. It's like they too difficult sometimes because even if they have a task at hand, they want to make it seem like the hoops it be like it be above and beyond sometimes, and it's more or less you're not waiting around to see any more about how much time it's gonna take to get to your wish fulfillment. You not putting in no more work out of love on the strength of that because it was draining you. It was to the point where it made you like you heard the gossip, you seen the effect it was having on you, like what's and you like as far as what you built and your stability, it wasn't enough of a silver lining that they was giving you, like a coming in from a hard day's work, not enough of feeling like it was enough recreation time. It's like you just was feeling too wound up. Yeah, and this moon energy with people who just was moving very clannish and on a shadow side and expect for you to take their side just because of the uh, bloodline or the how long you knew someone or which I did together back in the day. But it's like you cutting the snake and you like, I don't care if it's the 25th hour, I'm getting my happy day. As you should. Cancer, Pisces here, Leo, just everybody's here. But either way, I hope this week helped you to confirm what you already knew, and with free will, you do whatever you need to do for the highest good to have love and light in your life. Till next time, peace.